I thought if we ever broke up, I would feel this tremendous sense of relief. I could go back to being myself. But something happened. I fell in love with you or something. And I stopped being a loner.
Dylan, I think that's wonderful.
I think it's terrible.
You can look the other way once, and it's no big deal. Except it makes it easier for you to compromise the next time. And pretty soon, that's all you're doing is compromising because that's how you think things are done.
When you want to talk sports, you ask folks who have seen it all up close. So on The Al Travis Show, we go with the guys at the end of the bench. Time to talk all things sports.
Do we got to talk sports, John? Do we? I don't want to play this game today.
I don't either. Our tagline is guys who have seen it up close, and I saw some absolutely ugly stuff up close that I don't even want to remember.
Well, especially the second. Now, the first half was nothing to write home about. Okay, let's not be happy with anything in the first half, but I think it was 10-6, right? 10-6
but yeah, you're in it.
Yep. Okay. You could have scored a couple of times. Okay, fine, you're in it. We were so outcoached, so outplayed in the second half. They say it might be the worst half of football ever played in the NFL. 4 positive yards, and all that came at the end when no one cared anymore.
I mean, we made, I don't even know where to begin. We made no adjustments. Okay. Yeah. We've got a core of receivers that is probably as good as anybody in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jefferson is great. You got Addison, you got Hawkinson, you got Naylor. One of those guys should be able to catch a simple pass.
And we want the world wants to play JJ, and not that McCarthy doesn't have a crap load that he can stand up and say, "Okay, I'm this is on me." Let's keep in mind, the kid makes nothing right now. NFL said he's not making anything. He's a young kid. He's the youngest person in the NFL as far as quarterback. Maybe we got to learn to grow with him. But everything else in this team is right. You're punting and kicking teams. Are you kidding me? Will Reichert 2 for 2, 59 yards. I mean, the guy was rock solid. I also read a thing. He's got twice as many points as the next Minnesota Viking right now. The kicker.
That is just wrong. Okay.
But if you want to, if we want to place blame, and again, Miles Price, I don't know how much he's making. The punt return guy, right? 2 fumbles 2 weeks ago, right? And now yesterday, what was that? You're not going to get the ball. You've decided you're not going to catch it. Why run over there and let it hit you in the head?
Yeah. Just let the other team down it.
Yeah, it made no sense. You gave him 7 points right there, and in my own opinion, absolutely changed that game around. Not that I think we're going to win, but all of a sudden it was instead of 10-6, it was 17-6, and now McCarthy's got to do everything because we got away from the run game. I don't want to blame one kid. This team stunk yesterday.
Yeah, you can't come back against Green Bay like you can against some of the other teams we did, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play a great game, which is what makes this really disappointing. And as you said at the half, I didn't mind that we only had 2 field goals because we were right there. I thought, you know what? We come out from halftime, we march this sucker down.
Yep.
We'll be right there. Put a dagger in it. And it was like, why did you even come out of the locker room? You should have just stayed in and saved yourself the embarrassment.
KOC was out coached big time. The only thing I would tell you is okay, and this is okay at best, was the defense. And what I mean by that is you take the 7 points off a turnover that was on the 7-yard line, they walked right in. You take those 7 out, they kept Green Bay to, what would that be, 16 points. If your defense can keep you under 20, you should have a shot, right? We were never going to win with 2 field goals. So the defense did what they had to. What I don't understand is a year ago, we had 30-something turnovers. We have 9 now. What is going on? I mean, there's just nothing there. We're not doing that, which would help us out a ton. It's not happening. The defense was mediocre at best. Yeah, but the defense is mediocre at best is all I'm saying. I don't think I'm in love with them. But if you had told me they could kept you to 16 Green Bay, we'd have a shot.
What about the sacks? The 2 on that one sequence?
They had sacked
horrible.
5 times. He was sacked 5 times yesterday, and then you want to blame the kid. You know what I'm saying? And now some of it, he does hold the ball too long.
Well,
I get that, but man, he had his butt handed to him yesterday.
oh,
he had
yeah, big time.
a passer rating 34.2. Now, Minnesota is in such a bind because what, you're going to go with the kid? Who's the kid from the Gophers? You're not going with him.
Yeah.
You're not going to put him in, right? You can't. You can't put an undrafted kid in to say the guy you took 10th overall, we're not going to give him any more time. This kid's going to run the ship for the rest of the time. But how much is KOC or even the general manager in trouble if JJ ends up flaming out? And I'm not giving up on him, but if he does, go ahead.
Put in Brosmer. It can't
That's
get
what
any
you
worse.
can't. But you can't put Brosmer in. You put
Why?
Brosmer in because then the coach and the general manager and Quasi, whatever his name is, you will then say, we took a 10th round pick. We traded to get this guy, and we were so blooming wrong. We're putting an undrafted kid in just because he's from Minnesota. I think both of their jobs, and I don't want KOC, I'm not calling for anybody's heads, will rest on how well J.J. McCarthy comes out of this. He's the quarterback whisperer.
He's not going to come out of it, Al. He's not. Okay, I looked at the rest of the schedule, all right?
Okay. Yep.
There is maybe one game where I'd give us a chance of winning, and that's the Giants because the Giants are so bad.
Yep.
But I don't see any possibility of us winning another game. We go to Seattle next week for crying out loud, and Darnold is going to carve us up.
Darnold is having a hell of a year. That's the other thing as well. Back to Mency, whatever her name is, and McCarthy. They gave up on a Sam Darnold. They knew what they had. Didn't want to pay him. We're going to take this kid on the cheap. They moved a lot of pieces around to get him.
Yep.
And if he is the quarterback whisperer, I don't think they can get rid of him. They have to keep moving on. Real quick, the Vikings schedule goes like this. You brought it up. Seattle. I'm not putting my money on it. Washington, Dallas, New York maybe. Then it's Green Bay and Detroit again. This team needs to win 6 to even have a shot to get in a row. It isn't happening.
That's
Not at all.
impossible.
With this group, I would agree with that. And I just wonder if they'll be able to keep this squad together. They were talking during the game about how much time and money and free agencies that Minnesota went out to get to make this the team, the year we're going to make this thing happen. And I don't see anything happening. A 5-win season.
Jefferson's going to start demanding a trade because he's not going to want to waste his talent here. And I don't blame him. He's too good. He's too good to sit here and not
The
perform.
Addisons of the world. I'll tell you what, Thielen's been a disappointment. He's got as many drop passes as made passes, and I like the kid. Mankato guy, but still, this is not looking good. All right. We got to go to break because there's a whole lot more crap sports talk to talk about here in this city. We'll do it right after this. I've got him, John, at the end of the bench.
This season, bring the whole family to see Irving Berlin's White Christmas. This smash hit musical based on the classic film returns by popular demand to delight you at Chanhassen Dinner Theaters. With loads of laughter and a stunning showcase of Irving Berlin songs, White Christmas is a celebration of the romance, friendship, and magic of the holidays. Make your plans today to see White Christmas. Visit chanhassendt.com.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
It's nice to know a guy that knows a guy. Al Travis.
I got him. He's John, the guys at the end of the bench. Appreciate him being here. This city, this state, having a tough time. Let's talk some basketball quick with your Minnesota Timberwolves. So they have absolutely beaten up on the crappiest teams in the league, and they're 10-0, which is fantastic. You got to beat up the guys you got to. But when I watched that Washington game, they were much closer, 120-109. But Washington was in that with about 3 minutes to play. I'm like, this team is not putting their foot on the throats of these teams. So another winning team comes in. Phoenix was one game behind us. John, I couldn't wait to watch. Let's see a decent team. They're not terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. And this game was going back and forth. 8-point lead. Then we're down by 8 points. It was a fun flipping ball game. We are up 8 points with little less than 1 minute to play. 8 points, John. I'm ready to turn it off because I'm so bleeping tired. And I'm like, all right, we got this game. Something good to talk about on Monday. But for whatever reason, hung in there. We lose. We lost 9 straight points in less than a minute to lose that. We are 0-6 against teams with a positive record. This is not good, John.
Do you know how hard it was to get up this morning to do this?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I stayed up so late. I wanted to see it. I'm sorry, John.
I woke up going, what? Can I find one positive thing to talk about on the show today? And I'm like, okay, go for football sucks. Viking football sucks. Timberwolves suck.
We'll get to your wild. But, John, so just to wrap this up, because we're not going to hang on it, but we have Sacramento coming back. Another reason we can beat a crap team.
Yay.
Okay, that's tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm not watching that, okay? It's way too late to watch a crappy team. But, John, then you have Oklahoma City, which I think is part of that European Cup thing that no one cares about. Boston, San Antonio. Now, San Antonio may not have the big kid, Victor, but they're still 11-5. We could do a 3-game skid. Now, I think at some point we will beat a crappy team or a good team. We will, but nothing shows that to me right now. It is so unbelievable.
We're going to win that cup. I'm going out on a limb.
John, we may not get in the playoffs because let's talk about that too quick. So Phoenix Suns, 2 things. I watched the Suns were on, I think, Friday. Maybe it was whatever day it was. They were on and they were in a cup game and No, this game before ours. The game before ours was another one of their cup games. And they had the orange floor, and they were wearing some weird orange jersey, and you just saw, like, their heads bopping a clock. It was terrible. So then we play them, and they had the orange floor, but at least had their black jerseys on, and you could at least tell where the players were. The floors, they got to stop that, John. It is horrid. Absolutely horrid. Can't stand watching. I'm not wrong, am I? I mean, it is horrible. The only thing worse than the orange is our puke green floor when we play.
I know the NBA seems to keep trying to these weird marketing gimmicks, and I don't get it.
No.
You know, it's basketball. We come to watch the game. We don't come to watch fireworks.
Yeah, absolutely, so true. All right, get done with them because we've got other things to whine about. Your University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. Your thoughts on that debacle? That doesn't work on radio.
Your viewers can't see that, Al, but I didn't want them to see it.
He basically
debacle.
gave a debacle. What do you want to say about it? I mean,
any offense that scores 35 points in a Big Ten game, that's usually more than enough to win, right?
Yep.
But not our Gophers. That defense. We the high school championships just finished. Al.
Yep.
We could have taken like Edina or Moorhead.
Wow.
And I could almost guarantee neither of those teams would have given up 525 yards. 525 yards?
Well,
are you kidding me?
Okay, but
Is that
John,
some kind of record? That's got to be.
It's right up there. But John, you were just saying we can go. We're 6 games team. We could be at 8. We can go to a decent bowl. What do you think? This team doesn't deserve to go to a bowl. You look at the teams we lost to, and you look at the teams we won. We won teams that were absolutely horrid. Now we got to go to Wisconsin. They're in a bad shape. Maybe we get to 7 wins, but this is a tough team to watch. It's another one of those you put your time and you put your energy. It's 35-35. Here we go. Oh, my. And a loss. I'm sorry, Gophers. It's not good.
You had the game. You just had to keep them from getting a field goal. You know they're going to try.
Yeah. No, it really was that easy.
Defense? Where is that defense? 525 yards. I can't even. How far? I can't even imagine that. I'm trying to picture that in my head.
That's a lot of yards. Okay, we got one more thing because we got to end with something positive, John. It's time for everybody. I think, my opinion, I'm just going to throw it out there. We need to dive on the Wild bandwagon. If you want something at least semi-positive, something we can look at, you got to go with the Wild. Right there in the third place now in the division. Who would have thought that, by the way? Third place. But they're playing great. They're 9-1-1 in their last 11 games. Hello. Your thoughts on your Wild?
And they're not just beating up on the weak teams like the Wolves. Okay, they're beating good teams. They're playing well. The offense is clicking. We got two good goalies, which is like
what's that kid?
A huge thing.
Wall in St. Paul, whatever his name is. Kid just came alive. He played 2 games last year, and now he's in here, and he single-handedly turned the team around. But because of his play, he picks the other goalie up. He wants to play well, and all of a sudden this team thinks they can beat anybody. And I think it's from the Wall in St. Paul, whatever that kid's name is, Wallstead.
Yeah, it's an exciting time to watch the Wild. In fact, if I had money and I wanted to pick a sports team to go see, that was my ticket.
Yeah, this Wild kid, Wallstead, had 3 shutouts in his last 4 games. I mean, that is exactly how you turn a team around. So yeah, they're worth watching. Other than that, there isn't much in Minnesota right now. Well, what? We're gonna have to get together Friday, John, after Thanksgiving, and make some picks. Maybe we should take a quick look at the NFL and the games. Let me look at the schedule.
Oh boy, who's playing on Turkey Day? Anything worth?
Well, that's what I'm looking for right now. That would be this week here. Green Bay at Detroit. That's worth talking about.
Well, that would be a game to watch.
Detroit is up by 3. That's the money. That will be worth it. Kansas City will be at Dallas. I'm going to give it to Dallas. I'm sorry. They had Kansas City. Had Kansas City looks like crap. They have Kansas City by 3.5. I think Dallas, with what I saw this weekend, is much better. And I could give a crap less about Cincinnati and Baltimore. By 7:20, I'm driving home. I'm going to stay and watch that. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
No, that's when everybody will be napping. They'll miss it.
Oh, yeah. Turkey leftovers. All right. John, you know you're a hunter. We got 1 minute to go. Did you get a deer this year?
I did. It was only a doe. It was a big fat one. I got a freezer full of meat, man.
Oh, good for you. That's fantastic. John, you know I love having you on. Why don't you have yourself a really good Thanksgiving, and we'll catch you on Friday. Fair enough? All right.
All right. Have a happy one now. Thank you.
You as well. John, at the end of the bench, putting up today with a terrible loss weekend for all our teams.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Braver Angels Minnesota is part of a national movement that brings together conservatives, liberals, independents, and others to restore trust, respect, and goodwill in politics. We seek not to eliminate our differences, but rather deal with them head on, with respect and understanding. We do not try to change people's views, but how they view the other side. There will always be differences. Braver Angels Minnesota believes the best way forward is to change how we deal with those differences. Join the civil conversation at mn.braverangels.org.
If you could save a life, would it be worth 60 minutes of your time? SAVE, Suicide Awareness Voices of Education, wants you to know that you can save a life. The One Step Ahead online suicide prevention training teaches you the 4 easy steps to talking to a friend, coworker, or family member about suicide and how you can give them the help they need. Best of all, the training is free. To sign up and take the training, go to save.org/onestepahead. That's save.org/onestepahead.